showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they...
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Throwing on second and long. Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On second down, a run with Hall. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Rodgers now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Touchdown! Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. Steps away, and he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. Here's Hardman to return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Jets at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to about the 23.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff running through the middle. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 4 yards out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's got his target, Harris. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Damian Harris, 41 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Rodgers now on 1st down. Catch is made by Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got this one complete to Sherfield. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Allen. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, pick 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. A give running right is Hall. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the out route. He finds Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, Allen. He's got him in, complete. A big play here for Buffalo, 53 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on fourth down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter. Second and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Fighting to stay upright. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Straight ahead is home. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on third down.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, Paul. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. He's gonna let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers looking to throw. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Allen now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked on by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers throwing here. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, 88.
Now Rodgers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. And some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.